Hey everyone, this is for all people around the world celebrating Christmas like nothing is happening, calling for celebrations. Do you hear these sounds? Okay, this is bombing around us. Jesus was Palestinian, and now Palestinians are subjected to genocide. So imagine how would be your celebrations if Jesus was alive and around us and subjected to genocide also as his people. Do you hear the ambulances? The unarmed plans over our heads, the bombings. Okay, we're living all of this during this night, during the past nights and the upcoming nights. We have been killed. We are now subjected to killing and to bombings, and we'll be killed also if no one moves. Yani simply, it's 69 days of bombing, displacement, starvation, being under bombing, and you're just calling for a normal, peaceful life, full of Eids, Christmas, sweets, and warm winter nights. If you're celebrating Christmas for Jesus, then Jesus was Palestinian. If you are celebrating Christmas for just celebrating Christmas, then you cannot be normal in an abnormal world, in explosive world, especially in over the Palestinians and Gazans lives. So I don't know, why are you celebrating? But you should be ashamed. Actually, you should be ashamed. If you hear the unarmed plans over our heads, the Zannani, if you hear the bombings around us and still want to celebrate, then yeah, you need to do something. You hear this? Okay. Merry Christmas.
Hey y'all, so while we have about 2 weeks until Christmas, I just want to remind everybody that Christmas got canceled in Bethlehem this year. And if you want to know where Bethlehem is, it's in Palestine. And the Palestinians in the West Bank decided to cancel Christmas in solidarity with those in Gaza because they understand that celebrating Christmas while your people are being bombarded and bombed and carpet bombed and white phosphorus is falling on them and they are living in tents and their tents are being flooded and hospitals and churches and mosques and schools are being bombed every single day, every second of every day, and they cannot celebrate the holidays. Why would those in the West Bank celebrate? Right? And so I just want to remind you of this because us in the West will go about our holiday shopping for holiday gifts for people, and we'll go about our days counting down the days till Christmas and putting up our Christmas lights and our Christmas trees and all of these things. And it's like, that's cool and everything, but let's be serious, okay? Does it really feel cheery this year to be celebrating a holiday of a man named Jesus whose people are literally being carpet bombed as we speak? I don't think that that's so cheery, right? Like, you do what you want, but to me it doesn't feel cheery. And obviously I don't really I celebrate the holidays, like in a holiday type of way. I'm more of a winter solstice girly than like a full-on Christmas person. But, I celebrate the holidays in whatever aspect that is. But I'm not a religious person in that way. And so for me, it's like, I don't really celebrate Christmas in that religious way. But I know there's a lot of people who do, and it feels really wrong for you to be celebrating Christmas while the person you're celebrating, Jesus, his people are being carpet bombed daily, 24/7. So like I said, you do you. I'm not shaming anybody for celebrating the holiday, and I'm not shaming anybody for doing what they do. You do you. You celebrate. You do what you want to do, but while you're celebrating, please take a moment to pray for those in Gaza and the West Bank. Pray for those in Gaza. Think of those people, because that's where the person that you're celebrating this holiday season is from, and his people are being carpet bombed and white phosphorus is falling on them, and like I said, all these horrible atrocities are happening, and it's getting worse and worse and worse every day. And it's like, come on now, over 20,000 Palestinians in Gaza have been killed. There's still hostages that the Israelis have. People in the West Bank are being treated horribly. Like it's I get it, it's the holidays, cheer and merriment and all of those things, but right now it just feels very like wrong to be celebrating a holiday based on, you know, a culture and a person who's from a certain culture that is going through an active genocide as we speak. It just feels weird to me. And like I said, I'm not a religious person, so I don't really celebrate Christmas in that way. You know, sure, gift giving, whatever, being thankful for your family and like all of those types of things. I get it. That's cool, whatever. But it just feels weird to me that people will go about their holiday celebrating a man whose people are being carpet bombed daily. It just feels weird to me. Maybe I'm weird, I don't know, but it feels weird to me that people are still celebrating this, and I don't know. I'm not saying Christmas should be canceled, but they canceled it in Bethlehem, so I don't know. That's where Jesus was born, so I'm confused. Like, you can sing all the songs you want about Jesus Christ being born in Bethlehem, but if Bethlehem themselves is not celebrating Christmas, doesn't it seem a little odd for you to be celebrating Christmas? Just a thought, just a thought. And for those who are like, I'm gonna celebrate Christmas anyways, like it doesn't matter, I'm gonna celebrate it. You do you. Not telling you not to celebrate, 100% not ever saying that. But if you are gonna celebrate, at least do one thing that would be really, really good and beneficial to not only the Palestinians, but literally everybody. Please shop local. Please shop small business. Please, please, please do not give to these big corporate companies who don't care about you and don't care about their employees and don't care about what's going on in Palestine and are most likely in favor of what Israel is doing, and you know, are probably in favor of this country and what it does on the daily. Like, please, please, please think of those things. Not only for Palestine, but really think about those things for yourself and for this country, because the amount of poor people in this country, you know, there are bills and laws in place in certain states where you cannot even feed the homeless, and that doesn't feel very Christmas-like. So when you're thinking about all of these things, think about this stuff, okay? When you're thinking about the holidays, think about this type of stuff, okay? And try really hard to shop local, shop small business, and think about people who are less fortunate, because that's really important. And just think about this, okay? Christmas got canceled in Bethlehem. Really think about it as you celebrate the holidays this season, because it just feels weird. Christmas got canceled in Bethlehem, where Jesus was born, and yet here we are. Anyway, I do hope everybody has a beautiful, beautiful holiday season. And I hope that you do celebrate it with your family and your friends, and that you do take in the last year and, you know, celebrate your accomplishments and celebrate what was good. But also remember where we are in time, what is going on in the world, and really take that into consideration in everything that you do, and really put some thought into that, because it's important that we do. Especially us in the West, who our governments are actively, every step of the way, not calling for a ceasefire in what is going on in Palestine, in Gaza, and it's disgusting. And we can't keep going on life as usual. We just can't. And I know a lot of you are home from school if you're in college, or you're home from school if you're in, you know, high school, elementary school, middle school. You know, you're just home for these next few weeks, and that's cool. I want you to have that time to celebrate, hang out, you know, take time off, you know, especially those who work 9 to 5s, or those who work these minimum wage jobs who don't really get a lot of time off, you know, especially Black and brown and indigenous folks. Like, I really want y'all to take the time off that you need. All I'm saying is we should also be thinking about what's going on in Palestine and how they canceled Christmas because they're in solidarity with what's going on in Gaza. And I just think that we should take that into consideration. Do with that information what you want, but really I think that we should be, you know, thinking about this as we celebrate these holidays. So anyways, just my little 2 cents on this upcoming next few weeks. And yeah, I just want to throw that out there. And I hope that you all have beautiful holidays. And yeah, peace in Palestine.